live stream. But no one's here. Haven't even turned the light on. Well, that's an indication that the batteries need changing. Hello, welcome to my weekly live stream now. It used to be daily, but I could totally see that was going to absolutely burn me out. If life wasn't quite so crazy as it is, then I maybe been able to maintain like a daily live stream, but it's just too full on. Hello, Wait, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. And thank you very much for watching the video and commenting on the video. I generally appreciate that. That was a huge help. And thanks for the thumbs up. I've attempted to write some new song. Dramatic, right. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join in. How are you anyway? You well? Right, let's start. I'll start with the warm-up songs, which is also a little bit of a reminder to not worry quite so much, which is easier than done. Don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easier said than done, Mr. Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. Well, that's much easier said than done if your mum or dad. I woke up this morning, I was worried about the interest rates. Then 3 small children started demanding their breakfast. Can we have some pancakes and maybe a bacon sandwich? No, you can have some cereal, fruit or toast. You don't want any of that. Please try not to worry about a thing, because it's a massive waste of your energy. Good to hear you're very well, mate. That's excellent. I can't remember if you were in Britain or not. Are you in Britain? I've got a feeling you are in Britain. And if you're not from Britain, where are you? What international destination are you heralding from? I've tried to basically be a bit more organised, and I've actually gone to the process of. Hello, Hannah. How are you? I've actually gone down the process of getting like a file. Look, like an actual file, like you do at school. Because basically having it written on the back of. Hello, Nixon Wren. How are you? Nixon Wren. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Thomas. 7 people in the live stream. That's pretty awesome. I hope you all had a good week. And do you know what? Doing daily live streams was brilliant, and I think it gave me a real good kind of sprint start. But it was absolutely killing me. I'd done a daily live stream every day from the 27th of December last year, and as much as I enjoyed it, there were definitely days where I was like, not only am I not doing a very good live stream, but I'm just tired. So I think there's definitely mileage in doing less, but trying to do it better. See what I mean? That's kind of my thought process. Right, but still singing silly songs and answering any questions everyone might have. It looks like she surrendered. They've got her on her knees. The kitchen floor is half laminate and half macaroni cheese. Half a bottle of vino might just see her through. Just as long at bath time that no one does a poo. Can you do bath time tonight? Tonight. The kids are driving me insane. It's rained all day. We've been in total lockdown, just like Andy Dufresne. Please, will you do bath time tonight? Tonight. I think I could cry. I'll admit, you're the better parent. How's that for humble pie? Just to give that song some context, that is a song that basically is a parody of Circle of... No, it's not. It's a parody of Do You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. and it's about basically how you can totally save the day when you walk through the door and your wife is trying to get small children bathed and ready for bed. And even if it's not your turn, you can do it. Scully, can you do Riptide if you take requests? I don't normally take requests, but I'll give it a go. I've got it somewhere. And actually, I do if I can try and do it. And I've got it in. I've got a selection of books that I've written down. And as I think you're new, is this guy I don't recognise the name Scully, so I think you might be new to the. I've got it somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Oh, if I will get to it, I will do it. Maybe it's on one of my sheets. So yeah, as well as but I love your energy. Thanks, Scully. Appreciate that. I would put the energy down to a lack of sleep and dangerously strong cups of coffee. So but actually, I do generally like singing ridiculous songs for people in the attempt to amuse them. And I don't know how effective that is, but I think you've got to try and do stuff, as well as trying to get my YouTube channel monetized and all that good stuff. I think it's important to actually try and I don't know, turn up. That's the thing that I've noticed. I started uploading content in 2018, chased loads of different trends around, had a YouTube channel that then got hacked and in last year, which was a bit depressing. And then the blessing in disguise was that basically I found that actually it made me really question what I want to do. And why can't I find this? It's definitely here somewhere. Made me also, and what I want to do is basically I like playing the ukulele. I like making up ridiculous songs, and I like trying to make people laugh. So that sort of combination kind of really helped to refocus. And sometimes you need that. I'm not giving up on looking for this Riptide. I know I've got it here somewhere. I'm slightly. Oh, there we go. Slightly concerned I'm slightly losing the room, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. It's all about supply and demand. Right. To put that down, pick this one up. Right. Sorry, that was quite right. I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Oh, all my friends are turning green, hoping not literally. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. Ooh, 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 when they come unstuck, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong like me. Thank you, Scully, my old son. I hope that was amusing for you. Right, now we go back to... So the whole idea, as I said, I basically sing parody songs to try and amuse people. I suppose specifically exhausted parents like myself, because I think there's not enough of that, but really anyone in general. Hello, Chanel. Hope you're well. When you say that's so true, do you mean as in parents are knackered and they need amusement? Right. Because if you say that, when you're definitely in the right place if that's the case. And with that in mind, here is a parody of Wonderwall by Oasis that I have to sing sometimes when I'm just so tired of being asked the same questions over and over again. I think that's the thing that's tough about parenting. Is the repetition. They're being asked 8 million times the same question, and when your kids can ask you a question you generally don't know, like why is grass green? I think the answer is to do with chloroform. They just look at you as if you're like, what a disappointment. Anyway, I wrote this parody song to remind myself, actually, there will be a day when I regret it and I miss these times. Yeah, I'm one of them, 2 boys and a girl. Well, Scully, you are in the right place. One day will be the last day when you don't have to tie a shoe. You won't have to search for book bags or remind them to flush the loo. I don't believe that anybody is judging your parenting skills as much as you. Bittersweet when the parenting's complete and no one needs a lift to Scouts. You'll be brushing your own teeth and making yourself eat sprouts. I don't believe that anybody is judging your parenting skills as much as you. And just in case, like me, you need reminding, there's nothing more challenging than child minding. There are so many things that they will have learned from you, so please take a bow. And maybe it was definitely my kids that saved me. And after all, I miss them being small. Can you play that? So true. Yeah. Yeah. That is the thing that I struggle. Sorry, I kind of messed it up at the end. But I thought I need a song that reminds me that yes, when you wonder why there's no cutlery or plates in the house, it's probably because they're all in your son's bedroom. Just come down when you come downstairs. Just bring a plate. Bring a plate. It's not difficult. You have to remind them. Actually, there are times, and I have fleeting moments where I do miss. Excuse me, when they were little, and they just wanted cuddles and all that stuff. Hello, the 3 Melveteers. Hello, Katie. I want to scroll back, make sure I haven't missed her now. Hello, Lisa. But it's easier said than done, because I often find that it's the times when you are. It seems ironic that the times we're supposed to be cherishing are the times when we're just trying to survive. We're just so knackered that we're just trying to survive. Right, here is... right, I'll do another quick Oasis song, and then I'll do a song. I'm free to eat whatever I want once the packed lunches are done, and as long as I don't mind the rubbish crisps. I'm free for about 7 minutes a day once the kids are asleep and before I go to sleep myself. I'm free to bike home after work as long as I don't get a text saying please get milk. Hello Isabel, how are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, that's my wife often just has a very, very good, so she says, we haven't got a choice. You have to do it because you haven't got a choice. You just got to get on with it. And that is true. But I think it's helpful to sometimes stop, smell the flowers, stop and go, okay, I'm exhausted. It's very rare for me to sleep in my own bed because I have a 7-year-old who comes and just kicks me out of my own bed, which is quite impressive in that I'm 49, he's 7. But there will be a time where I miss this, so try my best to enjoy it. Right, this is a parody of Beyonce's "I Were a Boy," and sorry, I've got a bit of coffee granules in my back teeth. Right, and it's basically a bit of a sort of a friendly dig at woke culture. Being James Bond in the world today would be a total flipping nightmare, not knowing what to do or what to say. Should the final scene be an exciting slugfest, Or should James give the villain a cardinal before calmly suggesting a citizen's arrest? Being the Italian stallion in the world today would be a total flipping nightmare, not knowing what to do or what to say. Should he hit a clubber lang in the body and head? Or suggest they talk about their feelings and watch Sleepless in Seattle instead? Not a bad idea, but it's probably... thank you, Footy Critic, very, very kind of you, and welcome to the live stream. Eldest thinks she can go to bed at 10 p.m. Yes, I have the same. My bedtime is 9 p.m. Struggle every night. Yeah, that's when you know you're a parent. When you're like, go to bed. Why? Because I want to go to bed. It's mad, isn't it? When you, up until the age of what? I suppose, don't know, 18? You're desperate to be older. And then any time after, you're like, I want to go to bed. Please. I sort of quite often, it gets to like 8 o'clock and I'm like, can I go to bed at 8 o'clock? Is that mental? But it's, yeah. Being a parent, and it probably gets a bit boring for people who aren't parents, you're like, oh, moan. And in that we did this to ourselves, you know, no one made me and my wife have children. You know, that we've done that to ourselves. Maybe that's why it feels so frustrating. Like, I've created this situation that I'm basically so tired about. And there's nothing I can do about it. Hi, Joshua. Hello, Footy Critic. Hello, Sahabi. Right. This is a parody of Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. And it's about the very early stages of parenting, when you've basically got a newborn, and how dangerous it can be not to get enough sleep. Getting up in the middle of the night to find out why your baby's crying. My wife will probably have to rescue me, but hopefully I'll get some brownie points for trying. So many times it was a bubble of wind, or you had a stinky nappy. I'm your dad, you're my reason to be, but this lack of sleep makes it dangerous to drive. I'm a forklift driver awake in the middle of the night, getting up with bed hair like Billy Idol. This lack of sleep is probably against my human rights, and I might not be able to be a forklift driver. That's definitely one thing. I think the first week of becoming a parent, I was like, I'm so tired. I don't know if I should drive. I'm like, you feel a level of fatigue that is rare until you become a parent, and then you're like, it's just insane. I don't know. But one of the major pluses, I think, becoming a parent is you suddenly realise, I feel like I truly got unconditional love. You suddenly realise, because you love your kids in a way you don't love anything or anyone else. You know, I adore my wife. She's awesome. She puts up with all my mentalness, like me playing ukulele songs in the shed, in the garden. A lot of wives would be like, what is he doing? This is clearly a midlife crisis. Is he having some sort of mental breakdown? Almost certainly. Hello, Lovis. That's very kind of you, mate. Thank you. Hello, Colin Lee. Really kind. Lots of love and support in the live stream. That's very kind. Yeah, if you like this and you want to support me, please subscribe and maybe watch a video and comment on it. Right, these are a couple of songs I've done for Mother's Day, or in preparation for Mother's Day. Hi Sigga, hi Silly. This is a parody of basically the Stranglers' Always the Sun. Who won't believe that you just cleaned your teeth? Who is married to Lionel, Brian or Keith? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Always, always, it's always your mum. Who's always there to correct your grammar? who when she's wearing tracksuit bottoms makes her look like MC Hammer. It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Always, always, it's always your mum. Please say hello if you can see this comment. I can't see the comment. Stick a hello to you. Right, this is a parody of Mama by the Spice Girls song Mama that probably gets dusted off and brought out every Mother's Day. Now I'm 43, being my emotional crutch, steering me through my childhood, helping me to complete that UCAS form. Should have earned her a knighthood. Mama, I love you. Mama, I care. I'm fully aware that I need a shave, and you wish I'd grow my hair. Grow my hair. That's more relevant to my mum, who's every time I see her, and I love my mum, she's awesome. She's like, didn't get time to have a shave now? I'm like, no, I didn't, because I have 3 children and a golden retriever. And she doesn't like the buzz cut. She wishes I'd grow my hair. But you can't have everything. And your mum's allowed to, there's a bit of a kind of a license. And the minute I realised this, it chilled me out a bit, because I used to get quite cross when I'd turn up and my mum would be like, oh, you haven't had a shave, or you've got shorts on, or you need a haircut, or in my case, you don't need a haircut. That's very kind of you, Sig. I appreciate it. CJ, random guitar noise. How are you? Yeah, your parents have absolute license to basically be as judgmental and opinionated about you and your. Can you play it again? I'll tell you what I'll do, mate. I'll play it again at the end, because otherwise people might be going, I don't want to hear that again. It's rubbish. Right, I will play it again, I promise. Right, here is a parody of Robbie Williams' Let Me Entertain You, and it's about when I had to do homeschooling and lockdown in COVID times, and I was rubbish at it, and ironically my wife's a primary school teacher, so I'm like, why don't you stay here and I'll go to work? No. Mama's gone and daddy's here. It's 9 too early to have a beer. Homeschooling gives me the fear. I'll scream. When it comes to kids, we have 3 2P standing up, a bit like me, some possible signs of OCD. Oh dear, let me educate you. They didn't. Let me educate you. Life's too short for biff and chip. Don't do that, you'll make it rip. Mum and dad went to the pip. Who cares? Don't forget your finger space. 1 letter a page is such a waste. Worms don't belong in a pencil case. I care. Let me educate you, please. Let me educate you. My mind is burned with high frequency words, but you're that generation who has to be heard. We tried duck duck goose, but school's your dad. Stop saying my breath smells because it makes me sad. Let me educate you. Let me educate you. Na na na. They didn't. It was a nightmare. Hello, Chris Strachan. Hope you are, mate. Chris Strachan. Although I don't, and you're from Scotland. Awesome. Even though I don't sound it, my name is James Mingus MacDonald. So my mum's Scottish, and my dad is a MacDonald. Definitely has heritage. So I support Scotland in all things, football and rugby. Probably because my dad did. Which gives me unlimited abuse, not only from my family members, but from everyone I've ever played rugby or football with. I've got a question for you, Chris. Are Scotland going to beat France today? Please say yes. Oh, it would be brilliant. It would absolutely make my day. Sigga, sorry, what's your name? My name's James. Man, you look so familiar. Not to get too specific, but do you live in the southeast of England? Yeah, this is where you find out I'm your neighbour. You're like, I wonder what that noise was. Rootin', tootin', Putin. That's a great handle. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, let's just sing that one song for Sigga again. Sigga, do you want me to sing? Let me know which one. Did you want me to sing the Always Your Mum or the Spice Girls one? Do you play rugby? I used to play rugby. I played rugby for years. I loved it. And I'm really disappointed that my kids aren't into rugby. They're into football. Football is king. You go to school, you want to play in a football team. Both of my sons play in football teams. I did try and get them into rugby early doors. And I remember actually going to rugby tots. And my eldest son kept running out the fire escape. And I'm like, not what we're supposed to do. See, just random. I used to play hooker. I was in the front row. I'll be 50 this year, and every Six Nations, probably after a few beers, I'm like, oh, I want to go back. I want to go back. And then I remember why I don't go back. Number two. I love, hooker's great. Right, I'm going to play this one for, this is for Sigga. This is basically a pre-up for Mother's Day, and it's a parody of Always the Sun by the Stranglers. Who won't believe that you've just cleaned your teeth? Who is married to Lionel, Brian or Keith? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Who's always there to correct your grammar? Who, when she's wearing tracksuit bottoms, looks like MC Hammer? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Hi, can you play Riptide? I've just played it, but I'll play it again for you, mate. Oh. In my shed. That's something no one ever teaches you. If you noticed, like, what was that noise he just made? When you get to my age, 49, you might not, who knows, but you might find that whenever you bend down or have to pick anything up, hello, Anna, that you have to make a noise for some reason. I can't do anything without going, I have to pick stuff up. Where is it? I've just gone through this. Problem is, if you play the ukulele, there's an almost certain strong chance that someone is going to say, "Can you play Riptide?" And I don't mind because it's only about there we go. It's only about 20 seconds long. The way I play it, anyway. So yeah, if you want to support me, please subscribe to my channel. Hi Diana Martinez. Hi Sigga. Hey James. Guess what? Lol bro, remember me? Maybe. Sorry, I get a lot of people called lol bro and bruh and brew in it. But anyway, I was scared of dentists and the dark, not the park. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green, hopefully not literally. I made the joke last time. You're the magician's assistant in the dreams. And they come unstuck, lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're getting the words all wrong. Why do you have a lump in your throat? Vance Joy. Your voice is beautiful. Thanks, mate. That's kind. I'm laughing because there are lots of that. I appreciate the compliment. That's very kind. But lots of people might not agree. Bro, save some talent for the rest of us. That's very kind. If my talent is all the talent left on the planet, I'm concerned for the state of the planet. But thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Right. Let's keep cracking on with the songs. The thing I find about live streams is it helps if you've got a bit of a structure. And I found actually putting songs in some sort of format and kind of, otherwise they just go on and on and on. And I think anywhere between sort of, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes is usually about the right time. Right. This is a parody of Robbie Williams, Strong. Again, with sort of a 50-year-old dad undertone to it. My breath smells of 1,000 lattes, and when I hug my kids, they ask who farted. I think they know they're being ironical. An early morning when I wake up, I catch my daughter stealing my wife's makeup, and the sound of sons raiding a fridge. I'm quite old, so I know that life is a mess, but here's some advice for a life with some success. You may not think that you're strong. You're wrong. You're wrong. So just keep turning up and singing your song. Your song. Your song. Our bed's full of what's it dust and bits of toast because they don't eat the crust. My name's Dad, not bruv, mate or bro. Dad, what's for tea? I hope it's steak or fish and chips, then a massive cake. Just as long as it's not pasta al pesto, it almost certainly is. Everyone has a race to run. Don't justify your dreams to anyone. Not even your mum. Life's too short to be a dick. That's priority number one. True. No need to be mean or unfriendly. Life's too short. And you also don't know what someone's going through. There are times definitely when I'm like grumpy or someone's taking ages to cross the road, and I'm like, well, actually you're cross not with them. You're cross because you're tired, and you're cross because you can't answer the questions your kids keep asking. It's your birthday today, mate. Right, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. This one is for Sigurd. Happy birthday. It's your birthday today. I think it's the 7th of March. Check I've got that right. And happy birthday to anyone else's birthday it might be. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Easier said than done to go through life and not be grumpy, but I try my best not to. Because quite often if I'm grumpy or rude to people, certainly like people like working in call centres, it's not their fault. And if I'm ever short or cross with them because I've been on hold for like an hour, I quite often have to go back and say, can I just say I'm sorry, I was a bit grumpy earlier? And they're always like, yeah, that's fine, mate, don't worry. That's basically what I'm used to. You're welcome, mate. Hope you have an awesome day. This is a song, you might not know this. This is kind of from my era of kind of like being a student. So I think it's late 90s. It's by a band called Dodgy called Good Enough. I've got an aching in my bones 'cause I'm a man, the wrong side of 40. It now takes me an age to put on some shoes. The same can be said for having a wee. But there's always two sides to getting older, like lower car insurance premiums. So don't get uptight that you need glasses to ride, and standing up can hurt as well. Is Dad life good enough for you? It's good enough for me. I've accepted my grey hair and pushing out a wee. Is Dad life good enough for you? 'Cause it's good enough for me. I can't read close up and have a dodgy knee. I need an proper ending to that song, but it's a work in progress. How did you learn that? How did I learn? I learned the ukulele in lockdown in 2020 and I've spoken if you're new to the YouTube channel or the live stream, you won't be aware of this, but I've struggled with my mental health for years. I got diagnosed. We're having OCD, following my GP going, you keep coming in telling me you're anxious and stressed. Right, I'm sending you off to do a CBT course. So I did a CBT course, with the NHS, and they basically told me, yeah, you basically got OCD, which is why you're anxious, which is why it takes you ages to leave the house, why it takes you so long, and why you won't stop worrying and thinking about things. And I knew that in lockdown that my lack of structure to my day and the fact that I was in the house with 3 small children who were demanding stuff, that my mental health could be a bit of a nightmare. So I thought, right, we need to give your brain something to do. So basically, I bought a ukulele, 20 quid, I think. Have I still got it here? It's somewhere here. I've got a wall of ukuleles. That's the first one I ever bought. Look, I even named the strings to make it slightly easier. But the thing I love about the ukulele is it is really simple. Look, for anyone who's interested, that's my wall of ukuleles. Yeah, it's a really, really simple instrument to learn. Just in case someone missed that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Does anyone really want to see my wall of ukuleles? Probably not. Really easy to learn. And then once you've learned, how much? About 20 quid, actually. I bet if you go on Facebook Marketplace now, you'll be able to pick up a second-hand ukulele. I had to restring it because most ukuleles are right-handed, and people go, I don't know what hand I am. Basically, all I would to know what hand you play ukulele. Mine playing a guitar. So in my case, most people are like that. In my case, I'm like that. So basically, for me playing guitar, it's my left hand that's doing the strumming and my right hand that's holding the neck. That's how you know. So basically, thank you, CJS random guitar noise. That's how I knew. It's a bit of a headache, but it's not a difficult thing to. People might either restring it for you. It's not the same as guitars. I think guitars are a bit more. I don't know if it's as easy to swap over a guitar strings from left to right in the same way ukulele. Anyway, ukulele I like because once you know how to play 4 chords, say a C, G, an F, and an A minor, you can play loads of songs, and that for me is a success of learning an instrument. And I think that's why a lot of people, including myself, have started the guitar and give up because it's hard, it's quite difficult. I think once you can play the guitar, it's probably much more fulfilling than a ukulele because it's just cooler and you can just do more stuff. But I've been quite lazy with the ukulele. I haven't done any of the fingering techniques. I'm just like a chord strummer, but that works for me. Right. This is a parody of Weather With You by Crowded House. And it's about when you quite foolishly think that taking 3 children under the age of 13 on a foreign holiday is a good idea. All the bedding's damp, we should have stayed in Devon. We're on a family European trip. One of the kids has an ear infection. The other 2 are giving us lip. There'll be no cooking in that kitchen until I remove a cockroach the size of my hand. The travel agent said your kids will love it, but they'll look like they wanna cry. Everywhere you go, you always take the dad stress with you. Everywhere you go, you're always gonna take that dad stress. Everywhere you go. Oh, that's going wrong. Everywhere you go, you always take the dad stress with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the dad stress. The dad stress with you. George Formby Grill. What country are you in? What country? I'm in Britain. I'm basically near Brighton, 5 miles east of Brighton. And I apologise for that absolute road crash to the end of that song. It's a fairly new song, and I do find that it's like repetition. The more you play it or don't play it, the easier it gets. So hopefully I'll get better at that. Bro is in Pommyland, yeah. If you know how to play ukulele, the chords are extremely similar to guitar. It's like the same position it chords. You're playing with open notes. It makes sense. Yeah, that does. Yeah, no, that's true, man. I would like to pick up the guitar, and actually, in that I've got a 50th birthday coming up, my wife's like, what would you like for your birthday? And I think for 50th birthday, you'll probably do a pretty impressive present. I'd really like to get a nice guitar, because that's the dream. Don't get me wrong. And I feel slightly, disloyal to my ukulele saying this. But I would like to learn how to play guitar, because it's just cool. It's just much cooler. And I think you get more global appreciation. Do you know Stray Kids? I don't know Stray Kids. But I think there's someone in Stray Kids, if I've got that right, who says that actually no. People say I look like John Terry, which is probably pretty tough on John Terry. But right, where is that song? Oh, here we go. Right, right. Well, they're playing this song will mean that I get a nice message from YouTube saying you cannot monetize that because basically it's flagged copyright. But in the fact that I'm nowhere near monetizing my channel, it doesn't matter. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country road, please take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home on a country road. There you go. Don't do it, bro. You will end up with 20 guitars. Ask me how I know. How do you know? I'm guessing you've got 20 guitars. Yeah, but that's like anything. I think it's good for people to have hobbies, and certainly as a man, as you get older, if it's not surfboards or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gis, which because I have trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or ukuleles or guitars, you will get a collection. Get a Fender acoustic. Yeah, this is where I'm going to need some support and some help because I don't know much. There's a guy I work with who actually a really good musician. He's like a session musician / seafront officer, and I really want him to have some genuine success because he's really good, like a really amazing. I write his own songs. He's very sort of like Feeder or sort of Supergrass-esque. Thanks, Dodge. Right, this is a parody of Circle of Life, and it's about the difficulties of which generation has it the hardest. And I don't actually. Apparently, there was a study by The Economist magazine that said Gen X at the moment have it the hardest. I don't know if I agree with that. I think everyone has difficult times, but this is a song based on that. If you were born pre-1980, then my friend, you're a Gen X. Did your mom have a Palm? Did your dad drive a Capri? Did you really that messed up? Did you really love your BMX? I did. Boomers are concerned for their pension, but most of them own where they live. But like Gen Y and Z, I'm sure they'll agree. There's a cohort they're all glad not to be, who are in the U-bend of life, where it's an uphill struggle, defending your lifestyle choices, while you search for your kids' shoes, hoping that one day you will finally get flushed out of the U-bend of life. That's very kind of you. W. I don't know. I'm going to talk. WYD mum. That's really kind of you. And I still find that quite new to get like people giving me like donations, and that's really lovely. Thank you. You had a grifter. I had a grifter. How cool were grifters? It's 12:18 in Australia. Generation X had it easy. We were free. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Actually, I kind of Austin Maxey. Yeah, well, I think we did have it easy. I think that's actually. I was talking to my wife about this because I feel like I think with being a parent these days, there's a lot of guilt. I often just feel like I'm just letting them down. I think there's a lot of over worry about how my kids feeling. Are they okay? Are they getting? And I think about how was it me growing up. We were horrible to each other at school. I think you grew up quite quickly because you had to. It was a bit of survival of the fittest. Whereas now I think we're a bit like, oh, how are you feeling? And you okay? And do you want to talk about it? And I'm like, whereas I think my parents were like, get on with it. I was certainly, I was out making tree houses and hurting myself and being on my BMX and just, I don't know, living life quite a lot more. But no, the whole idea of they say the U-bend of life is that, in theory, the beginning of your life, so like your early age and your teenage years are easier than when you are Gen X. So anyone Gen X is 1965 to 1980, where basically you potentially still looking after children, which is my case. And you might also start to be worrying about elderly parents. My mum's totally sorted, but I can see the point. And you might be working, and you might be getting older, and body's starting to ache and creak. So I can get it. But I'll be honest with you, I think every generation has its different stuff. Being a kid can be stuff. Being a teenager, brutal. I wouldn't want to be 20 these days. It's hard. I wouldn't want to grow up in this global, economic climate. Thinking, what job will there be for me to do? Boomers, everyone has a tough time. Anyway, yeah, thank you again for that donation. That was incredibly kind of you. I'll be coming to England soon. Awesome. Yeah, rough and ready back in this. Yeah, I think about some. My kids said, "Did you ever get caned at school?" And I'm like, no, but I remember teachers being quite rough. Like literally, if you were where you shouldn't be in school, they would quite happily scruff of the neck or pick you up by your neck. You're like, there's no way you would do that now. If you did that now, there'd be like a public outcry. Right. I have spoken at large about my mental health and how it can be up and down. And this is a parody of Soul Sister by Train. Depression is crap, it's a pain in the bum, a pain in the bum. If my stress is crippling, I can talk to my one female sibling. She's less likely to over-worry, scream and shout like Andy Murray, or prejudge me like those idiots at work. She probably won't laugh like when I was 3 and I pooed in the bar. If she did, I'll just remind her of that time in Fuerteventura when she thought she'd asked for the bill correctly in Spanish. Talking to your sister can clear stress like a demister. On your mobile phone, the dog and bone. She's got 3 kids, so she's often home. Are you going to finish your stream soon? Probably in about 10 minutes now. Good morning, Jocelyn. I hope you're well. I subbed for the trip down memory lane. Mate, it's awesome to have you here. I appreciate it. This is a parody of I'm a Believer by the Monkees, and it's a bit of a life hack for me, I think. Hello, Miriam. I have always been a massive fan of lists. Just getting things done gives you dopamine. If the world's out to get you, kick it in the bum by ticking off a list of things that you've already done. You want to get things done, peerless rider, a shot of dopamine. When you see this done, I write lists. I'm a list writer, I can stop writing lists if I tried. Watching from Zambia, awesome. I love it when we have people from all over the world. That is awesome. Hi, Mayor McDonald. I can play Sweet Home Alabama badly, but I can play it. I'll dig it out for you. Right. This is a parody of. This is kind of more of a sort of a shout out. Please don't end it. I won't end it. I always try to do an hour because basically I no longer do. I used to do daily and then just burnt myself out on my obsession to grow my YouTube channel and get it monetized. I was like, I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to keep doing it till I'm like, yeah, but then you're going to burn out and then you won't look forward to it. Whereas I found that doing 1 hour live stream, I enjoy it more, and it gives me a week to kind of learn some new songs because people go, do like what you're doing, mate, but you do just play the same 5 songs over and over again. So, and that's not much fun for anyone. Anyway, this is a parody. This is basically a parody of Lean On Me, and it's in case you're out there and you're having a tough time. YouTube can detest it. You can, mate. It's, yeah. Sometimes life can be poo, like a big bag of poo. Someone has covered in poo, but there's a very silly man with limited ukulele skills who's on a mission to make you smile. Lean on me, you're having a wobble, 'cause I am a man who's often quite wobbly, and we can wobble together, safe in the knowledge that it's not just you and me. Are you screaming? I'm not, mate. I do 1 a week. Basically, I'm doing 1 a week. The plan is, my big plan is that I'm going to always do an hour-long live stream on a Saturday to hopefully welcome new subscribers, grow the community, answer some questions, and also, if there's other people that want to do stuff and you want some help and some encouragement or some accountability, I'm happy for this to be the case. Someone to go, just let you know, I'm still doing my press-ups, or I'm still writing my book, or I'm still... Just so I can say, good on you, keep going. I'm also hoping that if and when I ever get members, that I might do like a Wednesday private members where I talk and maybe play some songs. But I'm just enjoying this, actually. It's just kind of like I'm going to miss you, mate. No worries about it. I'm back next week. That's the beauty of YouTube. You're always kind of around. I'm always kind of here in my shed. This is a parody of Kelly Clarkson's. It's your dad's birthday today. All right, Jocelyn, this is for your dad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday for Jocelyn McDonald's dad. Happy birthday. It's your birthday today, March the 7th. Apparently it's Jocelyn McDonald's dad's birthday. Happy birthday to you. This is a parody of Kelly Clarkson's What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger. And it's all about basically fear. You know that little spider is probably much more scared of you. He was quietly minding his own business when you sat down to do a poo. Did leave the oven on, did leave the taps on, did a triple check the back door. Learning to face your fears is a chance to grow, not a sign of a character flaw. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. At 5'7", that's not an easy thing. Are you scared of spiders, mice, or public speaking? Everyone on earth is scared of something. Everyone on earth is scared of something. That's a fact. Do stream on a Saturday. Yes, or every Saturday. Usually when I've taken the youngest to his football, come back, have a cup of coffee, talk to my wife about whatever I need to talk to my wife about, and then gone, hid in my shed and done this. Right. I did promise I was going to play Sweet Home Alabama, didn't I? Even though it'd be done poorly. We've got about 6 minutes. We're all right. We're okay. I'm just kind of this. What I want to show, if it's possible, is that basically, irrespective of how bang average you are at something, and I don't mind that I'm not brilliant at this at the moment, it's more about just doing it, just turning up, anyone who's watched a number of my live streams be like, wow, I can tell you some I saw that were rubbish. But actually, once you basically get over the fact of it's okay to not be good at something you've never done before, it's amazing how liberating that is, and how much that seeps into every other part of your life. You're like, well, maybe that's not what it's about. Maybe it's not about I have to be amazing at this. Like, no, you just got to keep turning up. Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to my silken, singing songs about the Southland. I miss old Bambi once again, and I think it's a sin. Well, I heard Mr. Young talk about her. Well, I heard Mr. Young put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. The Southern men don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are smooth. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Well, I'm not, because I live in East Sussex, which is nowhere near Alabama. Right. I'm always have panic that basically 21 old happy birthday, Joshua McDonald's dad. Thanks, Retro, appreciate it. Retro World 15. Hello, Jamaica. No, that's everyone accounted for and said hello. Right, this is a parody of Blink 182, All the Small Things, and it's about when your toddler won't go to sleep or do as they're told. Toddlers that don't sleep is enough to make you weep. No more, I said, 'cause you will wet the bed. Always, I know I'll never get to watch my TV show. They will keep you waiting. It's incredibly frustrating. No, 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 it's a milk embargo. Yes, that includes all drinks. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky milk. You can't have any more milk. That's a conversation you will have a lot if you're a parent. Right. 57 minutes. Right, this is a parody of Let It Be by the Beatles. And it's about, again, a dad struggling with being a dad. I just survived 3 whole hours of childcare, catering to their every need. One word was said constantly, Daddy. When various fluids have finally been cleaned up, and number 2 from number 3. Netflix and Disney, can you save me? Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. I hope my once bus isn't late again. Rescue me. Sorry, I had to catch a falling piece of paper off the stand. Right, this is a parody of the Proclaimers, 500 Miles, and I'm also, it's a bit of a come on Scotland, we can beat the French and keep our Six Nations title alive for the last weekend. When you're a parent, starging, that was rubbish. When you're a parent, well, you know there's gonna be an endless list of jobs to do. You try washing with soap or bleach or lava, but your hands will often smell of someone's poo. And when I've done 500 jobs, it just gets replaced with 500 more. I wanna be a man who gets to sleep in his own bed, not someone else's floor. I'm exhausted, but apparently not as tired as my wife. I'm exhausted, but I wouldn't change a thing about my life. It's true, I love my life, although times I'm quite tired and have elements of frustration. Right, we're into the home straight. We've got 2 more songs to go. Do UK 670? Yes, all the time. Actually, they've stopped doing it. That was kind of a November, December vibe. And I learned that just to ignore it, because I think what frustrates me, and probably frustrates any anyone who's my age trying to have a YouTube channel or trying to build a YouTube channel is you work your ass off editing and creating songs and like, this is going to smash it. This is going to blow up my channel. It's gonna be good. And then some of the stuff my kids watch are like, this is just absolute nonsense. And the guy's got 1 million subscribers off 8 million subscribers. And all he's doing is making memes about 6, 7. And it makes me want to cry. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll put that rant on the back burner. This is a parody of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, and it's about fitness as a dad. When it began, when I noticed the build-up of back fat, and my underpants were feeling snug. But what can be done if you can't visit a gym during a lockdown to shred your chest or tone your bum? This is what you can do. Hands. Put down that second bit of cake. Grab yourself a banana. And smash out some body squats. Do a body squat. Ba-ba-da. While you're waiting for some toast to pop. How many should I do? Ba-ba-da. It's up to you when you stop. When it began, 2 weeks after my 40th birthday, it was this or learn guitar. I survived my trial class. I split my first 2 pairs of gi pants. Going commando is frowned upon. What's he talking about? Hands choking me, hands choking me while I'm trying to choke you. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, ba-ba-da. Apparently they call it the gentle art. Sometimes when I shrimp, ba-ba-da, the sudden movement makes me fart. It's true. I'm trying to learn the ukulele. How on earth do I even do that so fast? Little Peanut, I would just say keep going, mate, and just enjoy it. I think how are you so good? That's a lovely compliment, and I'm not gonna be all British about it and go, oh, no, it's nice. I appreciate it. I think I enjoy it. I'm very amateur. There'll be people out there who can play the guitar and ukulele going, he's not very good. But I'm enjoying things is the key. Because if you are enjoying it and you generally have a joy of whatever it is, surfing, football, guitar, rugby, jiu-jitsu, whatever, it doesn't feel like work. And the problem is that sometimes you have an idea of what you should, I really, really love. And don't get me wrong, I trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 10 years. And at the moment, because of the situations, I can't really afford to do it. But I might get back to it. But I think it's okay to be honest about what you generally want to do and what you generally don't want to do. You know, hobbies, a bit like friends and relationships, are like seasons of your life. You might need them for certain times. And if they change, don't overthink it. Just say, well, what do I really want to do? Well, at the moment, I really enjoy playing the ukulele and trying to develop my YouTube channel. Well, do that then. You know, you don't have to justify this to anyone. Just if something makes you feel good. Life is hard enough. If you can find an outlet, something that de-stresses you, just triple down on that. And on that note, I'm going to finish with this song, which is a parody of Hanson's Mbop. And it's a true story about... sorry, that wasn't a fart. That was my squeaky shoes. She's like, oh, no, I believe you. You are in a shed. Right. Yeah, it's a true story that still makes me laugh today. Lots of my memories make me laugh, but not as much as this. I stopped at a motorway services for a coffee and a whiz. All the urinals were full, so I went to sit down. The guy in the next cubicle was making funny sounds. He was going, plop, 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 ooh. Sad and painful, plop, 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 ooh. He was really struggling, plop, 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 ooh. He said it wasn't funny, plop, 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 ooh. It definitely was. It really was really fun. Still makes me laugh now. I think it's just the word plop, which at the age 49, I probably shouldn't find that funny, but I do. Good for you, Sigga. You keep going. Hello, Keddy. Hope you're well. Can you play The Weekend? No, I can't, but I will try and learn it. Is that right? Anyway, I've done well over an hour. I'm going to take my son to the park. I hope wherever you're in the world, you have an awesome weekend. I genuinely appreciate your support, and to that lovely person who donated, that's very kind. I appreciate all the likes and the love and the support and the appreciation. Hope you're okay, and maybe see you next Saturday. Take care. Bye. No, you're welcome. Have a great weekend, everyone.